For weeks, the Vrashak had pressed their advantage, tearing through colonies and outposts with the ferocity of a storm. To them, humans were just another prey species to be culled. But humans had a talent the galaxy never quite understood: they never surrendered. Sergeant Daniel Cole moved cautiously through the rubble of a destroyed village on Deltorion 4. His unit had been scattered in the last ambush. Smoke stung his eyes as he scanned the wreckage, weapon ready. The groans of dying machines echoed like broken bells. Then he heard something else. A whimper. High-pitched. Fragile. Daniel followed the sound, stepping over cracked stone and twisted steel, until he found it, a small creature pinned under debris. Its scales gleamed dark crimson beneath soot and ash. Its 4 golden eyes blinked weakly, full of fear and pain. It was a cub, a Vrashak child. Daniel froze. Every instinct screamed that this was an enemy. Vrashak cubs were taught to hunt before they could even walk properly. He had seen their warriors tear men in half with their claws. The smart move was to walk away. But the cub whimpered again, trying to push the slab of metal off its chest. Too weak. Too small. Daniel sighed, slung his rifle across his back, and crouched. "You're just a kid, aren't you?" His voice was soft, though he knew the cub wouldn't understand his words. With a grunt, he shoved the debris aside. The cub gasped, dragging in its first unbroken breath. It looked up at him, trembling, waiting for claws or a blade to finish it. Instead, Daniel extended a gloved hand. The cub hesitated. Then, with a shudder, it placed its paw in his palm. Daniel lifted it carefully, holding it against his chest as he carried it out of the ruins. The cub's heart thudded wildly against his armor, then slowly calmed. What Daniel didn't know was that dozens of Vrashak soldiers had been watching. Hidden in the haze, they had witnessed the human, this supposed prey animal, save one of their young instead of killing it. The Vrashak did not weep. They did not beg. They respected only strength and loyalty. And nothing was more sacred to them than the protection of their young. When their warlord, Karthesh the Iron Fang, was told of what happened, he did not believe it at first. No enemy had ever spared their cubs. No predator would show mercy. Yet the reports were clear: the human had carried the cub until Vrashak medics arrived, handed it over without a fight, and returned to his lines without a demand for truce or surrender. Karthesh summoned Daniel under a flag of ceasefire. The two met in the center of the battlefield, between lines of wary soldiers. Daniel's uniform was tattered, his face streaked with grime. Karthesh loomed over him, a giant of fangs and claws, his armor dripping with the blood of countless wars. "You spared my son," Karthesh growled, his voice like thunder. Daniel straightened. He was just a kid. War isn't his fault. The warlord's golden eyes narrowed. For a long moment, silence hung heavy between them. Then, to the shock of every soldier present, Karthesh sank to one knee, bowing his head. "The Vrashak bow to no one," he said. "But today, we bow to humanity." And just like that, the war ended. Word spread across the galaxy like wildfire. That a single human had done what no diplomat, no treaty, no armada had achieved: he had broken the cycle of blood by lifting a cub from the ashes. From that day forward, the Vrashak no longer called humans prey. They called them kin.